What's up, everyone? It's Mel. Welcome back to day 3 of the challenge. Today we're working on hips. So, hips are everything. We might hold the most tension in our hips statistically, and there's also a lot of emotions that come with releasing hip tension. So make sure if you do have some emotions today, sometimes they will come up. With that being said, let's get started. I am going to be demonstrating some exercises using a couple weights. I have this 10-pound kettlebell and a couple weights just to add some more tension while we're stretching. And yeah, but if you don't have anything, that's okay too. Well, with that being said, let's go ahead and open up to our butterfly. Take the knees up and down. Nice. Inhale with the heart. Exhale, hold. Nice. All right, bring your chest up. Just like how we started day 1, we'll plant our heels and we're just going and shifting side to side. Notice if you feel either looser or maybe a little tight still because we have been stretching so much for the last couple days. You'll notice changes right in the beginning, first week, especially week 2, week 3. That's where you'll really notice the differences. Twisting over. Bring your hands to your heart or maybe even behind your head. And from there, we'll go through the center and change sides. Through the center, change sides. Just by using your hips to change instead of leaning into your hands, this is getting into that mobility. You're also strengthening your hip flexors. Be able to go from one side to the other. It's all hip flexors. All right, and last time. Staying on this side, we're gonna open up this front leg, kind of like pigeon, and we're folding over this leg. Nice. Now watch, you're planting this hand behind you. We're trying to lift our hips up ever so slightly. Lift it up and drop it down. Changing sides. Coming over to this opposite side. And again, open this leg to a 90-degree angle, like pigeon, and fold over this leg. Beautiful. Peel your chest up. Plant this hand down. Lift up into your hips. You should be feeling this butt cheek right here, the hip flexors, and drop it down. Nice. All right, let's make our way to our Malasana, yoga squat. Shifting side to side. We're making big circles forward, shifting onto our toes. It's a little funky. You can also put your hands down and do this, but it actually is a little easier with your hands up to balance, and we're changing directions. So as you come forward, you're pushing your hips forward. As you come back, you're pushing your butt back. Woo! All right, nice. Let's push our hips up to the sky, wide-legged forward fold. And reach your arms forward. Let's drop down, Skandasana towards the right side, opening up this knee. You can either keep your hands planted or again, flip these hands to your heart. Holding here. And we'll change sides. Wide-legged forward fold. Take a quick stretch. Inhale, flat back. Sit back down to the other side. Breathe into those hips. Let the emotions come. There should be lots going on. Just come back to your breath. All right, walking side to side now without stopping. This is strengthening and lengthening your entire lower half of your body. Woo! All right, again, wide-legged forward fold, fold down. And we're gonna walk our hands towards this leg, stepping the foot next to the other one, and we're sitting down, chair pose. And from here, we're stepping the foot out and bringing it back in. Step out, bring in for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Stand up tall, reach the arms back slightly, and forward folds. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, right to down dog. All right, pedal your heels. This might be the first down dog of your day. Let's inhale the right leg up, bend the knee, and take those big hip circles. We're going 5 towards the right, and then 5 towards the left. Beautiful. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, open up this leg out like a fire hydrant. And we're pulsing for 5, 4. If you need to bend your knee, that's fine for 3, 2, and 1. Step this foot all the way outside of your right hand. And we're holding this pose, rocking forward and back, forward and back. Nice. All right. Drop onto that back heel, open up for side angle. Nice. And swing the arms all the way open, keeping that front knee at a 90-degree angle, reverse warrior. Drop it down, side angle. Inhale, reverse. 3 more of those. Last one. And circle it down and step it back. Vinyasa. You can always skip the vinyasas, by the way. All right, left side lifts. Right away again, bend the knee, taking 5 hip circles towards the front and 5 back. 5, changing directions. Beautiful. Lift it back up to the sky, open it up like fire hydrant, and pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step it forward outside of this left hand and rocking forward and back. We are working today. I hope you feel this in the best way possible. Nice. All right, drop that back heel, side angle, reaching to the side. And here we go. Flowing to that reverse warrior to side angle. Keeping the front knee at a 90-degree angle. Hips are as low as they can go. I feel this so much, so I'm right there with you. Last one. Oh. And circle it down. Step it back. Vinyasa. It's actually me in child's pose. Opening up the knees. Relax. Nice. Okay. Staying on the mat for the majority of the rest. Let's go ahead and come to hands and knees. And we're extending this right leg out. And we're going to these big hip circles. Rocking forward and back. Nice. Now watch. We're just doing this little half child pose, half split, going forward and back. Nice. All right, from here, let's thread the needle under. Right arm goes up and thread it behind your back. Nice. If you want a challenge, you can try to float this top leg up and back. And for those who really want to give it a try, bend the top knee and grab the bind. Beautiful. All right, drop it. And we'll change sides. But first, wave this arm up and drop it back down. Reaching the opposite leg, taking those hip circles. All right, moving front and back now, forward and back. All right, thread the needle, lift the arm up, and either stay here or try that balance challenge of reaching that leg back and maybe grabbing the bind. This is definitely an advanced pose, so this is just something that you can work towards if you're not here yet. That's okay. Okay. Breathing for 3, 2, 1. Release. All right. Reach this arm up and back down. Okay. Now we're going into the deep pulls. So before we go in to our peak pose, which is frog, we're going to take this heavy weight. We're going to come into this butterfly just like we were, and we're placing it on one of our knees as we're bouncing up and down. And we're going to try to hold and push the knee down even more. And if you have 2 weights, that works too. I just like to do one at a time just to really focus on that side. As I'm bouncing up and down, I'm still pushing the weight down on my knee to give it resistance. Right? Now let's push it down and hold. Beautiful. All right. Moving this weight, let's set up this pose. I like to roll the sides of my mat like so your knees don't hurt too bad for froggy pose. So knees are open as far as you can. Reaching down forward. Now watch, before we hold the frog pose, I'm gonna open up this right leg, right hip, and then I'm bringing it back. We're bending this other leg, and we're bringing it back. All right. Outer exterior rotation. Come back and change sides. Beautiful. Last one. And we're holding our froggy. So if your toes are touching, let's try to open up those feet into this wide froggy. This is gonna hurt. It's already hurting me. Make sure if you don't have excruciating pain, of course, but whenever you know that there is friction, that's when the work starts, right? You can't just stay in your comfort zone. You have to step outside of your comfort zone. That is where you will achieve your goals. So let's just hold here for the next 10 to 15 breaths. Breathing deeply into your hips, sending love. Nice. Oh, keep holding. Slowly start to make your way up, and however you want to get out, you can just drop onto your belly and begin to shimmy your legs closed. That's an intense one. All right. That was the end of today's class, you guys. If you want to take more time to stretch different areas, maybe take a shavasana, meditate, go ahead and do so. But I'm sending you off with so much love, and we'll see you tomorrow for day 4. Bye.